Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome. It's another episode of the Big Dawg Podcast. Why do we look so blurry right now? This is like the lighting.
I think this light's a little too bright, man.
It shouldn't be for my camera, though, with the lights off. Can't even see it. It's all blurred out, dude.
Technical difficulties.
It's all blurred out and shit, cuz.
Still.
What do you guys think? Never ready to get right away. Set the mood. Alright. Plug it. Nothing to do.
No, I see it too.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
We're back, everybody. Yeah. It's another episode of the Big Dawg Podcast. How we doing? We got 0 viewers right now at the moment, but we hope you get in here. I did put it in the group chat for you guys.
Here goes an hour of our time to get 2 views.
Yeah, but we love doing it. Don't get it twisted. We just love talking shit. But yeah, we're back after a week off. Just had some scheduling conflicts. We want to make it every week, but sometimes it's tough. But just know we're back for you this week. We're going to skip those results from the week 9 that we would have recapped on week 10. We're just going to jump into the week 10 recap, and then we'll give you these week 11 matchups before we have this great game tonight between, Philly and
the Commies.
Really? Okay, yeah,
Yep.
That's a good
divisional fucking rival.
I have a big bet going on. I need Philly to win this right now.
I think it's gonna be a good game.
I need Philly to win the division. I mean, you got to look at it, not to get too off track, but
I mean, Washington getting Lattimore, I think that's a big move for them.
I was going to say Washington
Hugo
on a
playing.
short week after just having a tough game physical game against the Steelers. You got to look at that. But I mean, it's a short week for Philly too, But let's get right into it. Where we at? Right here. Okay, we'll start at the top. From week 10 last week, I got Dalton. Beat him 111-105, making me now 8-10, and Dalton 10-8. I was not able to meet the median, so I did split there and go 1-1, while Dalton went 0-2 on the week. Not the most stellar week from anybody on any sides. Most people kind of were within their projections, maybe a little under here and there, but defense for me really helped out a lot. I mean, 6-point victory, pretty close game. My defense got me 20 points, so that was pretty much what did it for me. But yeah, picked up the Bills off the waivers, and I think the very first play, Joe Flacco threw a pick six. So I was like, well, that's a great start for that defense. And, that pretty much that play right there was what gave me the edge against Dalton in a close one. But yeah, like I said, I'm sitting at 8-10, and Dalton now 10-8. Next game, we had Sheer and Rowe. Rowe getting another win. I think it's back-to-back head-to-head wins. Took Sheer down here, 97-88. Rough week for both guys, but Rowe sitting at 2-16. I believe that's still at the bottom of the league, trying to climb his way back up there with these last few weeks.
Big game from Puka. I mean, he needed Tua to have a pretty good game, and Puka.
Yeah. 18 points.
Puka showed up.
Yeah, I saw a funny meme, and it was like
Jonnu was fucking about a half inch away from a touchdown, and that could have changed everything.
I saw a meme, and it was like a bet ticket, you know what I mean, where they kind of show their bet, and they bet like $10. It is a DJ Moore over 25 yards receiving, pay out like $6 million. Because he's just been struggling. It was obviously a meme. It was someone edited it and photoshopped it, saying that for DJ Moore to get 25 yards and pay $6 million on $10. That's not true, but it was just a funny meme. Been struggling there.
Bad week for Baker.
Yeah, you'll have that every once in a while. Bad week, 10 points out of both quarterbacks is tough, but Yeah, just not so stellar week from both guys, but Rowe was able to get it done head to head. Like I said, he's still at the bottom here, and Shear now sitting at 9-11. Next.
If you boys only knew.
Yeah, it's an inside joke there.
We were on a subway in New York. I don't know where this family is
Shear
from.
will tell it, I guess, yeah.
Where
They're
this
from the
family
South,
was
probably,
from.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. And
Sounded real
this
Southern.
lady kept on asking people, where can we go to 9/11? And then,
She just kept calling the World Trade Centers 9/11.
yeah, we want to go 9/11.
We're trying
and they
to
had
find
like
9/11.
fucking 7 kids.
Yeah.
And it was just like ladies and old ladies.
They should not have been on the subway.
No.
No. But, yeah.
9/11.
9/11. I'm trying to find 9/11. Next game.
Funny.
We have
Funny shit.
Connor, who was once at the bottom at the league.
Making them moves,
Struggling.
bud.
He's slowly climbing back up. Still has a ways to go, but he is now sitting at 5-13. He was able to take down Brian and I think get 2 wins. He was across the median there. Maybe, I think. And Brian 114, I think, just missed the median, taking 2 L's, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll look at this later and check the standings. I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, 123 to 114. Jaden Daniels, who's been hot, only 8 points. No touchdowns for him. Tough day. Good game for him overall, but just fantasy-wise, it was a tough day for him there. Connor with Calvin really getting him 25 points in his flex. That was in his wide receiver too. That was huge. Even
big like first play or
blanked with McMillan and was still able to get this W.
Yeah, Connor, I didn't want him in a trade, bro.
Chase Brown, 22 points. So yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
On the backs of Chase Brown, Calvin Ridley, and Mark Andrews was able to get it done against Brian.
Consistent week.
What's that?
That's like a really consistent week.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
If you get 2 wins, you'll take that.
Fuck yeah.
Next, we have
He's coming, boys.
Snugs here, 124 to Zach Chat's 113. We got a viewer. Connor is in the building.
What's up?
Talking about his team. What do you say? 5-13. I'm 7. Oh. What week are we looking at? Oh, I'm 7-13, bud. What? Is that what it is? It didn't say that. Oh. No.
Go to this week.
This is this week right here, right? Yeah. Week 10. It says you're 5-13. Sorry, we're just going off what this thing says, Connor. Sorry for the mistake. I don't know if that's... But yeah, everyone else is at 20 games. He's at 5-13. That'd be 18.
Yeah, what is that?
So, yeah, I don't know. Your record just hasn't updated. I don't know. It's weird. Sorry
everyone else?
Everyone else. Snugs is at 18.
Go
18.
down to the next 2.
You're at 20.
Yeah, everyone else is.
No, he's at 18.
You're at 18.
What? I'm at 18. Why are you at 9-11? I don't know. Maybe there's a bug here. Sorry for the disregard. Let's just get through this here. Zach Chat took the L to Snugs, 124. We mean no disrespect by the reflection of those records. We might have something going on here, not sure. But, yeah, Snugs able to get it done. Huge week out of Jalen Hurts. 2 solid performances from his running all running backs in the RB1 and 2 slots on both sides had pretty solid games.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor had over 100 yards in the first half.
Yeah, great game from the running backs, but Ricky Pearsall coming in.
Hell of a start, Snugs.
Yeah, big ballsy start, able to help him get the edge there. Next, we have the hottest team in the league right now, Daddy Dabs. Took down Mike Berry Tough to lose in a week like that, Barry. Or you still got one win there, but always tough.
Yeah.
But 154 to 130. Bijan 34 points. Lamar Jackson
Sutton
40 points. Kelsey 20 points. I mean, just great performances all across the board for Ford. And his team has kind of had that trajectory, even though on paper it looks like he's weak in that wide receiver spot, but he's still able to
Bijan's getting hot though.
get it done. Yes.
Bijan's getting hot, boys.
Cedric Tillman or Juwan Jennings for the start.
Cedric Tillman. Saints D is weak.
I guess.
He's a clear number one in Cleveland right now.
That doesn't mean shit. What's the other one say? Hottest team? Ford? Okay, Connor. Come on, man. We don't need the you got to call the hottest team in the league. The top team in the league, I think, is hotter than UF.
But Daddy Dabs has been putting up some
numbers.
Noise lately.
But
so does Chat creeping up on that T-Hundo.
Yes, he was the guy who had Jamar Chase. If he went against Jamar Chase this week in any fantasy league, it was tough comings for you. But in this one, Chat took down Coxie.
Quarterbacks even
195 to 125. I mean, you got a 60
running backs a little bit on Chat's side.
Yeah, I mean, all that's irrelevant when it doesn't even matter. I mean, Coxie had a decent week, 125, but when you got a guy who put up 60 points, and then his quarterback put up another 30, you got 90 points between the two positions there. I mean, that's a great head start. Would have beat some teams, with just those two players right there.
Right.
Crazy. So, Chat, huge week for Chat. We all hate to see that. But let's look at these standings now. As they are
14-4, 14-6, 7-7, 11-7.
So what is up with this?
What is going on?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, can I just need to refresh?
It says you're 9-11 now.
There we go. Okay, yeah, I just needed a refresh or something. But it was weird that some
We're
teams
both
were
9-11.
Okay. So yeah,
That was weird.
Sorry about the misspoken records there.
Good call though, Connor.
Yeah, thanks for catching that. But no disrespect meant by it. But right now, Coxie's still at the top at 15-5. Daddy Dabs jumped up these rankings the past few weeks and is now in the 2 spot. Adam Chatlin's sitting there at 3 at 13-7. Snugs 12-8. Zach Chat 11-9 in the 5 spot, and at 6 we have Dalton at 10-10. That would be the playoffs at the moment. In the 7 spot at 10-10, we have Brian at the 8 spot.
How many points is he behind?
He is down by looks like about 30 points.
Okay.
32 points, 33 points, something like that. Then we have me at the 8 spot at 9-11, Sheer at the 9 spot at 9-11, and 10 spot we have Barry at 7-13, Connor now at 7-13, and Rowe at the bottom now at 3-17. Let's get into the Week 11 matchups. Don't want to.
I think if these top 3 teams keep on putting up those amount of points, I mean, Chat had a dud last week, but other than that, been pretty consistent and shit. Those top 3 teams keep on putting up numbers like they have been, the 140s, 150s. I mean, they're going to be starting to be guaranteed into those slots in the playoffs. Other than that, it's kind of fucking still a wild chase.
No doubt.
For the rest of the other 3 spots.
No doubt. Connor, think top 3 teams have playoffs locked. Think. Jesus, I can't see this.
He's blind.
playoffs lock. 4, 5, 6 would be a hot fight and maybe even come down to points. Definitely going to come down to points, I think, especially with this point system essentially we're running. But let's get into it. Week 11 matchups only. 11, 12, 13, 14, right? And then we're playoffs.
Yeah, 3 more weeks.
3 more weeks, and then it's playoffs.
Including this week?
No. Well, so four games
left.
Yeah, 4 games left before playoffs. So you can add 8 more wins to the record that you have currently, or 8 losses, depending on how it goes. Starting here at the top, we'll start here with myself. Got a really close games in terms of projections. Me going against Snugs here. I'm at 9-11, and Snugs is at 12-8. Projection is 115 to 117, leaning Snugs this way. I think my roster is set at the moment. Don't see any.
You got neighbors on your bye this week.
Yep.
I mean, quarterbacks, I feel like that's pretty easy. Like, just wash right there. Them two going up. Going to guarantee a pass, probably touchdown, and then a rushing touchdown for both of them. Derrick Henry, though, going up against Pittsburgh's defense. Josh Jacobs, though, going up against Chicago's defense. But Chicago, I mean, that's all that team plays is
I don't think Josh
defense.
Jacobs practiced today. Let me see. He was limited in practice today. So, not 100% sure he's going to play. Just putting that out there. He is a little banged up at the moment.
Right. And then Jonathan Taylor, though, for Snugs.
Against the goddamn Jets.
The goddamn Jets, man. They F-U-C-K.
Yeah. Suck.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, thank you, Barry.
Yeah. Good shout out, boys.
We got 3 people in
Barry.
here
Let's
now. Let's go.
Let's
We
pop
are
it off.
lit. You can't see us because of the glare, but you can hear us in your hearts.
Tony Pollard, he has been doing his thing for you. What is he? RB what?
Like
20?
20?
Yeah. He has been doing his thing, and just, I don't know. Minnesota, they lose last week. No, they won in London. So that could be a hangover on them. But, I mean, Minnesota's defense has been pretty well. I feel like it's a squash at running backs, too. If not, give Snugs a little upper edge there. Tight ends, is Dalton Kincaid fully healthy, or is it going to be Dawson Knox filling in for that spot there? So I'm going to go with Freiermuth because Baltimore's secondary is Swiss cheese. Anything can happen there.
Yeah, they make James Winston look all right.
Yeah. Tank Dell, does it hurt with Nico coming back this week if he is playing? And then Tyreek Hill, like what's up with his wrist? What is he even playing? And also got hurt on the celebration. And then kickers and defense. I don't know. I feel like this is pretty just even match. This game. I'm gonna lead.
Lab McConkey,
Yeah.
number 21
Okay.
wide receiver.
Let's see that.
That's pretty sneaky. A lot of
yeah.
people would think
What's
that.
Devontae?
22.
Yeah.
Like,
so
a lot,
that's
a lot of people wouldn't think McConkey.
Yeah,
but a lot of people wouldn't think McConkey.
He is a high targeted.
Yeah,
guy. He's Juster's Herbert's dude.
He's the number 1 guy in
he
LA.
gets those across the middle.
Yeah.
Gonna catch the balls type situations. Garrett Wilson.
Going against Indy. I mean, he's still getting fed. I mean, he's still wide receiver 3, man. Like, he's doing his thing. He's makes plays.
I think this is pretty even. I'm gonna lean Devin just by a little bit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it should be a good game, Snugs. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes out because we're right there,
Because this game tonight, the Eagles and Commanders. With Hurts, it's kind of a rival game. Like, he could have potentially going in and have a bad game.
Yeah.
Washington defense turns up or something.
Yeah. It's a big game.
It's a
for
big
this
game.
division.
Yeah, for both of them.
Yeah. Next we have Rowe sitting at 3-17, and Connor the flip flop bet 7-13. Right now it looks like Connor has a slight edge in projections, 107 to 104.
Roster set.
Looks like rosters are set. Yep. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I mean, want to give we got a big game in Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes has been
Buffalo.
Mid.
True.
Tua last week looked bad. But they are going up against the Raiders, but you got Max Crosby in that situation.
I'll just go by position. I'll say you still got to give the edge to, I think, Mahomes.
That's going to be a shootout in Buffalo.
Yeah,
that's going to be a shootout. That's going to be a
running backs. I'm leaning Rowe.
Definitely leaning Rowe.
And then when we get down to receivers now, Calvin Ridley had a couple games, these past few weeks where he's really come alive.
Puka Nacua has been
also, yeah.
He's the real deal. Coming off that little or getting kicked out. I feel like he's just pissed off and feel like he's taken over that Cooper Kupp role.
Man, it's really disappointing to see how this Travis Etienne's really panned out this year. I mean, a lot of people thought he was a top 10 fantasy player. Does not seem to be the case.
He had a great week last week, though.
Yeah, but it's just I'm gonna go Harrison Butker. You gotta get
does
that out.
MSV can he even do anything similar to what he did last week with that big 2-touchdown game? Huge plays. I mean, potentially against Cleveland's D.
Yeah, I almost think I would rather play a Xavier Worthy than an MVS. But anyways, I don't know. I'm gonna go. Rowe doesn't have a kicker in. We'll get that fixed. But I'm just gonna go Rowe based off gut. If Rowe does lose, it'll be because Mahomes had a huge game against Buffalo.
I'm going with you. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Mahomes is
the X factor.
Going to be the difference maker in this.
Yeah,
and Mark Andrews.
Yeah, he's hot and cold sometimes, but he's been.
Because who knows what happens with ETN?
Been killing it as of
how
late.
That's happening in that situation.
Yeah, we're going Rowe. Jesus. What happened?
League.
There we go. Next we have Shear taking on Brian. Brian sitting at 10-10. Shear at 9-11. Looks like Brian has a slight edge in projections. Got this big game coming up in just a few minutes. With Washington and Philly. That's going to be huge for him. I'm hoping Daniels can bounce back and get him a couple touchdowns. And then also on the inverse, he has Saquon. If Saquon could have a big game tonight against Washington, who's been playing pretty well on defense.
Points tonight on this game depends if Jalen Daniels and them come out and they are able to sling it around. Then it's going to force the Eagles are going to have to go sling it around and get off the run game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this one's actually tough for you this week, Sheer.
It is. Starting Cedric Tillman.
Yeah.
New Orleans defense is
Nico is
terrible. They let up, I think,
back.
500
That's
last week
great,
and
but
over
is,
450 the other 2 or 3 weeks.
I don't know if they're in any rush to put him out there right away. So I don't know if he's going to eat. I think 17 points is way over projected for
I agree.
his return.
I agree.
And I just like
I can't play DJ Moore or Amari Cooper. I don't know those situations either.
You know, but
I have hella receivers and it's crapshoot.
Gotta make some moves, huh? Yeah, just going off my gut here, I'm going Brian, man. I think he's just got too much firepower. We got 4 people in here right now. Thank you
What's
guys
up, dude? Look at this
here.
chart, dude. It's peaking.
Booming. Yeah, we're looking at the analytics. We're going crazy. But Barry say, Washington defense gets ran on the 3rd most. Eagles run the ball more than any other team. On top of that, Saquon over-under rush attempts is 18.5. Hammer the over, boys. Lock it in.
Good call
from Mike Berry. What time we got?
It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay, we're okay.
Not even.
Yeah, I'm going Brian. I think it's just a tough one for you. I think Brian's got a pretty good team.
That he does.
Yeah.
And Scary Terry tonight for him, too.
You do get that. I'll give you the edge at tight end. But aside from that,
he's a potential keeper. But not really.
Shear's got too many Browns on his team, in his starting lineup.
What, Tillman in the defense?
Yeah, too many. I'm going Brian. Next game.
Good luck, Brian.
We have
I'm going me.
Dalton versus Zach. Dalton at 10-10 and Zach at 11-9. Shane Downing, Brian Dalton, then me in my opinion. Barry has the best team in the league. Brian has the best team in the league. According to Snugs. Heard it there. Okay, and this one looks like it's pretty close. Dalton got Russ Wilson in there as a starting QB. Going
Let's
with
ride.
Mr. Unlimited. Always, every podcast episode, we talk about these 2 receivers here that Dalton has. I mean, they're just dogs. What does CD Lamb look like with Cooper Rush going forward? I mean, how did he do last game with him? He got fed a lot, I'm pretty sure. Only 8 points, though. He had a lot of targets. So, 10 targets. Dak done for the year. Might be definitely changes the outlook of CD Lamb's season, if you ask me. Running backs. I'm leaning Zach here with A-Chain and Mixon. But love James Cook as well. Excuse me, sorry for the
Jared Goff will not be my starting quarterback for the week.
Wow. Okay. I was gonna say, is Brian Robinson back this week? Is he still hurt?
I don't think he is.
If he's hurt, then that's obviously big for Eckler. I just feel like if Brian Robinson isn't playing, 9 points for projection for Eckler might be a little low. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see him get in the end zone.
It's a big fantasy night.
Yeah, it is. 2 good teams playing tonight. So I'm going to go Zach on running backs, looking like always Dalton on wide receivers.
Yep, 100%.
When it comes down to tight ends, I got 2 solid tight ends here in Kittle and Hockenson. Can't really.
Hockenson was targeted a lot last game.
Yeah.
George Kittle, huge fucking touchdown.
Both have big game potential.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
when we look at the
Chubb,
flex,
I
what
look
do you
for
think about
Chubb to have
Chubb
a
right
game.
now?
I look for Chubb to have a game this week.
You just want him to have a game, or you think it's coming? Is Nick Chubb
I think it's coming.
going to be Nick Chubb again, or is he done?
I think he's has been fine. He's run hard, just hasn't gotten the blocks necessarily. If it was in my opinion, he's been running on guys' fucking heels at some points. Some of that could be on him though, but I look for this game to him to just like, hey, like I'm still here type game.
I'm still Nick
Zay
Chubb.
Flowers is
Had a great year.
yeah.
Top 10 wide receiver right
Yep.
now.
Can he get another? So he has a 9. God damn, Dalton. Wide receivers are unreal.
I'm going Dalton on this one.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I gotta go Dalton. Hear that beer swirling around in your stomach.
Yeah, dude. Mikey's hungry.
What'd you have? You got Dalton too?
Yeah,
On
I'm
that
gonna
one?
go with Dalton. Wide receivers are just off the charts, man.
Overpowered. OP.
Yeah.
OP.
Game of the week.
Now, huge game here for top spot implications. Can Daddy Dabs take the top spot? 14-6. Daddy Dabs going against 15-5. Commissioner Britt Cox. Looks like the projection is damn near as close as it can get. 125, 126, if my eyes aren't deceiving me. What do we think about this one? Does Lamar continue to be on the roll that he's on, the number one player in fantasy right now?
I mean, if anything, this is the D to kind of put a little difference maker into the game for him.
Pittsburgh matchup is huge.
What's his name? Is he playing this week?
Who?
The other end.
Highsmith?
Highsmith, yeah.
No, he is not going to be playing this week. But we just picked up Preston Smith from the Packers. And we got some other decent Herbig. We got a couple of guys who will be okay, I think, to replace him.
I'm going to lean, I don't know. Quarterbacks could be potentially.
Even with the Pittsburgh matchup, I'm going to go Lamar over Purdy just because
That's another.
Lamar can just run. You know, he's got
It's getting into these divisional games, and it's, could be lower scoring for quarterbacks. Yeah, I would go just the aspect that Lamar is playing at MVP level. Going to get his third this year. It shouldn't be close, if it's my opinion, as of right now. So, yeah, I'm going to lean Lamar. Running back wise.
It's not close. It's not close.
Bijan, I'm telling you, Bijan is heating up. But Denver's defense is very, very good. Ramonde, he keeps on getting fed. He got fed last week. David Montgomery and Gibbs this year have the exact same carries going into this week. So that's another good thing because he gets more of those goal line touches for them.
I'm still heavy on Ford's side on that one. Kyron and Bijan over Montgomery and Ramondre.
I wouldn't say heavy, but it's just tough with this year right now, especially with how Bijan's been playing, Lamar, what he's been doing this year. It's kind of hard to beat.
Now, when we get to wide receivers, it's different. I'm definitely leaning Coxie.
Definitely Coxie.
The wide receivers.
Got two of the most pure fucking
dogs,
freaks in the fucking game, man. Yeah. Just dudes that's their ball.
Man, I mean, and then we get down to flex. Coxie's solid, man. He got Kamara in his flex. I mean, I gotta go Coxie on this one, man. I think
Pitts. Pitts. He's been consistently targeted here of late.
Yeah.
Kelsey, that's another guy. He's been getting it done lately too. The offense has been running through them or through him and Mahomes. Worthy big plays here and there, Kareem Hunt. But they're relying on their defense. I'm going to go Coxie.
Yeah, I'm going Coxie too.
I'm going Coxie, though.
Yeah. I think
unless Detroit's defense just goes out and fucking goes wild. Oh, no, Coxie has him. That's another big thing.
Yeah,
they could have a huge game against Mac Jones.
I love those first three guys for Ford, but I think everywhere else, Coxie does a good job of really making up for it.
I could see it being like a 130 Coxie, 122.
Oh, yeah, these are some of the highest scoring teams in the league, so... I'm going Coxie. Just gut.
Me
it
too.
Could be close though. Just going gut. I don't know. Fuck it. It's gonna be a good one. This is game of the week for me. And I mean, it's gotta be a game of the week for the league, considering they're both.
It just goes down to the wide receivers in the flex position.
Yeah, and this is for the top spot defense. Essentially in the league. Yep. The way it's gonna look. So, last but not least, we have Adam Chatelain taking on
Mike Berry.
Can't
see that? Damn.
No, I was trying to see the time. Chat has a huge lead in the projections. One about 40-point projection. It does look like lineups are set, so it's looking like a tough week right now for Barry in terms of projections. McCaffrey slowly climbing back, or
21's a little high.
Getting back to health.
21's a little high.
But goddamn, I think something that's really hurting Barry this week is Burrow is throwing the ball to this guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe where you're at, Barry. Maybe make a move or get a different quarterback. I don't know if you have another option. Maybe make a trade or something, because I mean that's going to hurt you in the spot that you're in. But I mean, Burrow does have.
But not
receivers.
Necessarily those touchdowns wipe each other out.
Yes, but Burrow could throw the ball to other people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just high.
T. Higgins is playing.
To me, that would scare me.
T. Higgins is playing this week. It looks like. And they're playing against the Chargers, man. That's a good-ass fucking secondary.
Yeah, you just want Burrow to not throw the ball to Jamar Chase.
Yes, that's what you're just hoping on.
Yeah. But I wouldn't count on that.
I mean, the next best dude to pick up is fucking Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
That I just dropped.
Yeah.
Or Geno Smith.
Yeah, maybe there's not much. I don't know. But Burrow's been hot, too. I mean, playing really well. Been. Number 3 quarterback right now. Number 5 overall player in fantasy football. Maybe I should just shut up. I don't know.
Herbert's looking good lately. George Pickens over there. Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I think Jets got too much firepower here, bad.
Bucky Irving on a bye. That hurts you. Tank Bigsby. What's his status,
Yeah.
Adunez in the fucking what?
What
is it?
You said Adunye, and I think you said Adunez.
With that offense that's going on right now?
Now you got me thinking about it. It's Adunze.
Yeah.
Adunze. I was about to say
with that offense right now, who knows what's going to happen in Chicago.
Yeah. Gotta go chat here on this one. He's just got too much for you, and for a lot of teams.
Najee could have 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Najee's hot, man. I love the way Najee's playing.
Especially the way that game is played.
Yeah. Steelers We look like fucking Steelers of old. It looks great. It looks like, and we also kind of look like fucking.
You see these fucking hearings about this fucking shit?
What?
Like
aliens?
Revealing some alien info.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, man. They're coming.
Hey. They'll never be able to get into this fucking league, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Big Alien Stadium. That won't be a thing. We did it. Another episode of Big Dawg Podcast, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We have 5 viewers right now. Oh, looks like 4. Someone just left. But thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Good luck, boys.
Good luck. So only 4 more fantasy football games left before we get into these playoffs. And I know you want to be in it. So fingers crossed for everybody. Go Steelers.
Go Browns, baby.
And we will.
Not necessarily.
What?
Could lose. I mean,
Take.
It's kind of about draft stock at this point.
Damn, you heard it.
Big Dawg Podcast coming to you live.
Now we're back. Yeah, we're going to play a good game. Sure said.
They're going to have a good game and play well.
Yep. All right, back to Connor. We love you guys. See you. Peace.
Big Dawg Podcast coming to you live. Let's get it. Listen up, y'all. Big Dawg, Big Dawg. Let's get it. Big Dawg, best group in the land from top to bottom. Nobody understand that when we play, footballing is the plan. Number 1, who's gonna be the man? Who gonna win? Too soon, man, I gotta go. I hit the draft board's best team in the show. Now pay me money, only past winners really know how to win it all. Name list gonna grow. Fantasy football, it's in the fucking name. I came to play best, yeah, I'm in the fucking game. This league, man, yeah, it's never gonna be the same. Top dogs, all the others out here looking lame. Lame motherfuckers. I thought I told you, lame motherfuckers, you gotta get your shit together if you're trying to win this shit. This is Big Dawg Stadium and we don't fuck around. Representing teams all around the nation. Shoot quick, man, cause I ain't got no patience. From the Browns to the Steelers to the Bengals, got the North unlocked.
AFC.
Everybody looking around cause they want some stock. Can't hate, got some purple and gold too. From the Titans to the Jags, all in a crew. Everybody showing love through and through, through and through. Gotta be the best if you wanna ship too. Better get your head in the game. If you wanna ship too. I done told them. Said if you wanna ship too. They gonna know my name. Yeah, if you wanna ship too. Everybody wanna ship through.